Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Billy Gernon, the head coach of Western Michigan Baseball. How's it going?
Well, it's going great, Casey. It's good to be with you. If you're from the area, you're not surprised that there's a foot of snow on the ground, but it is what it is, and things haven't changed, and we're still trying to prepare our team inside with a lot of expectation and excitement for the upcoming season that's just right around the corner.
Yeah, I'm on the east side of the state, so I'm well aware of what we just got.
That's right. That's right.
So let's talk about how you guys are doing so far this season. Really, kind of go into what you guys have been up to.
Well, number one, health is wealth. So we're trying to keep our guys healthy. You know, we were bitten by the injury bug last year, and still had a really respectable and great finish, in my opinion, finishing tied for third in conference play, where the tournament had been eliminated. Kind of been a staple in our program that we've always been in that tournament. It was a winner take all, and third place wasn't good enough last year. We have a good club returning. We've got back-to-back years where we've had the preseason MAC Player of the Year. This year it's Connor Charping. He shares that honor with Camilletti from Central Michigan, who's very deserving of the award as well as far as a preseason ranking. And we've got some solid players coming back besides Connor, with right-handed pitcher Jack Heisman, right-handed pitcher Easton Sikorsky, left-handed pitcher Dane Armbrustmaker, and then fifth-year senior second baseman Justin McIntyre. Those are some of our main guys. There's a lot of other really good players on the team, but they're going to be expected to carry a big load, Casey. So expecting a good season.
So let's take me around the diamond. Take me. Let's introduce to everyone that out there who's going to be out there for you guys this year.
Well, you know, that's still kind of being left up to who's competing in practice. There's still some positions that are able to be taken. Last year, we were blessed with a leadership council that consisted of 10 players, and those were frontline guys and everyday starters. And there's a lot of openings on the field because of their graduation and because of the draft pick of Blake Dunn. So, you know, there's some spots open in the outfield. There's some spots open in the infield, and some guys are still competing for those spots, Casey. I will tell you that when Jimmy Allen was inserted into third base last year and went a stretch of 14 or 15 games without an error, he's kind of the front runner at shortstop right now. McIntyre returns as starting first baseman. You know, Drew Devine was our starting shortstop and a first-team All-MAC performer. He's gone and playing professionally with the Nebraska Salt Dogs in independent ball. Sean O'Keefe was a starting first baseman. That position's open. Blake Dunn, as I said, was starting center fielder. So there's some spots that are open, but that's the jury's still out on that, Casey. And those guys will know more about that a couple of nights before we open up our season with Kentucky at Kentucky.
So yeah, I mean, so take me some. Well, at least tell me some of the returners that are coming back for you guys. I mean, I know you just mentioned that. Who else are we going to watch out for?
Well, I mentioned Easton Sikorsky, Jack Heisman, Dane Armbrustmaker. Those are all arms that'll, you know, probably have spots in the rotation. I mentioned Jimmy Allen, Justin McIntyre. Obviously, Connor Charping is big on that with his preseason nod of, you know, MAC Player of the Year. Blake Dunn had it the year before. So this is back-to-back seasons that we've had that honor. I think Will Morrison will be somebody to keep an eye on in the outfield that had a really, really big season going on before he got a hamstring injury that kind of hampered him for the remainder of the season. And then there's just a lot of other guys. We need Hayden Berg to step up on the mound for us. I think you can expect a lot to see from Brendan Lovell, who kind of came on late for us on the mound. He's a fifth-year guy, part of our leadership council. And Casey, he had some real problems with his knee and on his landing leg, and just really couldn't get into it. And the surgery went extremely well, so I expect to see some things from him. But those are kind of some of the staples right now. And like I said, we're just trying to do everything we can to keep them healthy.
So let's talk about where the MAC is at right now. Where do you think the conference is at this year in terms of that?
As far as like the
Right.
ability, and Yeah, well, I mean, Central was picked again to win it, and deservingly so. They've had a good run the last couple of years. We were the only team to beat them 3 times out of 4 last year in the new 4-game format that was adopted because of COVID. This will be the last year for that. They had a good team, and we did. I got to tell you, there's nobody in the MAC has a bad team, and if you decide to discard one of those, you're going to be in for a rude awakening and probably a bad weekend. But like I said, Central's deserving of being the preseason favorite. They had a good run in the regional, and until somebody knocks them off, that's the way that's going to be. But again, we are in the top of the conference, finishing 3rd. We were picked 4th again this year, so our peers obviously think we have a good program and a good chance. And that'll all open up here March 10th or 11th with Toledo, because now we're going to play everybody in the conference again. So it'll be 10 4-game weekends, 40 games. But this year, the good news is that they've implemented the tournament back. It'll be 4 teams. So the top 4 will go, and whoever wins the conference will host the MAC tournament.
So what do you guys kind of really need? But before we get into that, let's talk about that MAC tournament for a second. It's back. Only 4 teams are going to be in it. What do you think about that? Because it kind of brings back to that old nostalgia kind of thing with the tournament.
Well, since I've been here, it's been 8, it's been 6, it's been gone. Now it's 4, it's all over the place. My personal opinion, from a student welfare experience and opportunity, it's a shame not to have it. It should be in place. In my opinion, it should be more than 4 teams. But it's better to have something than nothing. I hope that the conference will at least revert back to a 16 conference play. A lot of the coaches want the 1 and the 2 to get a bye, to reward them for having a good season. That's fine. And now we got a 14 tournament, and nobody's going to get rewarded for anything other than making it. So now the number 1 seed is going to be going up against the number 4 seed. And if we're the 1 or the 4, you're not going to want to face our guy, and we're not going to want to face their guy. I mean, that's going to be 2 big arms going at it. So I am a big fan of it. I think it rewards good play and postseason activity. And, it could help a team that maybe had an injury bug and they ended up finishing 3rd or whatever and didn't get the outright claimer to the tournament, to go to the postseason and fight the 2, 3, or 4 best teams in the league to see who represents our conference in that Elite 64. We did that in 2016, and it's a big deal to get to play on that stage. And that's our ultimate goal: win the MAC and get back to that NCAA tournament.
All right. Well, Billy Gernon, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and good luck to you and good luck to the Broncos this season.
Yeah, Casey, I appreciate your interest, and go Broncos.